You want this lens. That would have been cool. If you've been on the hunt for that new wide-angle lens to add to your collection, stop looking, I got you. This is the Sony E 10 to 20 millimeter G lens. As someone who's a bit more of a run and gun filmmaker, you know I don't take long to do setups. This has been my go-to wide-angle lens for the past few months. I brought this lens on a variety of shoots this past year, so let me tell you why I really like this lens. Pro number one for this lens is that it's super small and lightweight. Whoop, whoop. It's a little scary, but if you're someone like me and you're running around carrying the camera all day, this is super beneficial if you don't want a heavy rig. Pro number two is that this lens has great stabilization. I shoot a lot of handheld stuff. I don't really like to use a gimbal, so using this lens has been a breath of fresh air. The first video I shot with this lens was actually to promote some landscaping work, and I didn't have a gimbal, just used it handheld, and I think the footage turned out very smooth. I was honestly surprised. That was kind of my test, and after that, I don't think I ever really used a gimbal when I used this lens. Once you master that little ninja walk, you can use this lens no problem handheld. Number three, my favorite thing about this lens is to go from 10 to 20 millimeters. I found a lot of wide angle lenses weren't wide enough. I think 10 is perfect when you really want that wide angle shot. Whether it's for a short film or for real estate, whatever the case may be, I think 10 is great to have that range to get really, really wide when you need it if you're in a really tight spot, or you want that kind of fisheye, but then you have the option to zoom into 20 millimeters when you want a little less fisheye, a little tighter of a shot, but still need a wider angle in general. I made a video last year talking about the two lenses I usually use on a shoot, is a 24 millimeter and a 50 millimeter, but I think this lens could be a great substitution for the 24 mil depending on the project. Also go check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. If you know you're gonna be shooting in tight spaces or you really want that wide angle effect, you substitute this lens in, you can shoot at 10 mil for that really wide angle, and then if you need to get in a little tighter, 20 mils, 4 mils off from 24 mils, you're barely gonna feel the difference, but it'll be way easier to shoot with. You got a little more variety, and this lens is also super lightweight, which is great for long shoot days. Here's another quick example of shooting at 20 mils on this lens. So you know, this is a decent medium shot in a tighter space, but let's say you wanna get real wide. You just hit that, and look, I'm on the toilet. Didn't even know. The other handy thing about this lens is it has a nice little zoom button right here. So you can zoom in and out really easy, smooth. I believe you can actually set the speed of how fast or slow you want the zoom to be, which is great. I would say the one downside to this lens is that the f-stop only goes as low as 4, which isn't terrible. On a Sony, you know, Sonys are naturally great in low light, so you're generally gonna be okay. But if the f-stop could have gone to like 2.8, that would be perfect. But, you know, but at this price point, I think right now in Canada, the lens is on sale. It's going for about $850. I think that's a pretty great deal for what you get with this lens. It's really solid. You got a nice variety, and you get that really wide angle that I think a lot of lenses don't give you. I honestly think this lens could also make a really great like vlog lens. You know, if you're holding the camera, you get that nice wide angle, but if you're in a tight spot, you can shoot at 10 mils, or if you have a lot of people in frame, you're shooting a selfie with a lot of people. Overall, whatever the case may be, if you're looking for a wide angle lens, I think the Sony 10 to 20 millimeter G lens is a winner. If you have this lens, let me know what you think in the comments below. Or if you have any other wide angle Sony lenses that you're using, comment down below. Let me know which lenses you're using, and I'd love to check them out. I hope you found this video helpful. If you liked it, please give it a like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. Now go out there, get your wide angle lens, and shoot some cool shit, okay? See ya. See you later.